You know, I just saw Big Simple. Shout out to him, but dude, the Commanders are going to be dead last in this division, man. I got the Giants going 3-15. I got the Cowboys going 11-5. I got the Eagles going 15-2 this year. Yeah, I said 15-2. Um, there's a lot of Eagle fans who feel like we're going to lose to Baltimore. Let me just be real with you. We're not losing to Baltimore this year. Okay? Everybody said we were losing to Tennessee. Everybody been saying all this stuff. It's funny because, last year it was, oh, we're going to lose to this team. We're going to lose to that team. The Bills are going to beat us. This, that. Dude, we're not losing to Baltimore this year. Like, I got us going 15-2 this year. I got the Commanders going dead last in the division, 2-16. Big simple. You're going to be lucky if you win 2 games this year. Okay, brand new coach staff, brand new quarterback. You think if you're going to the playoffs, you got to be out your rabbit ass mind. Okay, the Giants, I have them going 3-15 this year. I got the Cowboys going 11-5. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I think these Eagles team's going to blow teams out. Why would I not be confident in my team? My team has clearly shown last year that they can go 10-1 with a bad offense coordinator and 2 bad defense coordinators, and now we got a better offense coordinator and a better coach staff, and I'm supposed to sit back and be scared of a Baltimore Ravens team? I'm supposed to be scared of Lamar Jackson? I'm supposed to be scared of Joe Burrow? Am I supposed to be scared of all these other teams? I said it before and I'll say it again. My quarterback is 10 times better than any other quarterback you put him against. And that's just being real. And I said also this, pick your poison. Pick your poison. How you want to lose? Look, I'm feeling great today. Now, I don't know why Commander fans are feeling great. They're about to go they're about to win only 2 games this year. Okay? Dude, I'm telling you right now, the Commanders ain't even going to make the playoffs this year. They're done. It's over for them. Okay? I think they need a little bit more. The Giants are not going to make the playoffs. It's going to be the Eagles and the Cowboys in this division again. It's going to be Eagles and the Cowboys, and the Eagles are going to run away with it. Dude, when I look at the schedule, you got the Packers week 1. We're going to win that game. You got the Falcons in Philadelphia. We're going to win that game. You got the Saints in the Dome. Everybody's scared of that. I'm not scared of Derek Carr. That's 3-0. You got the Bucks. That's where I think we take our first L. I think the Bucks are going to be prepared for us. The fact that they played us multiple times and it's going to be in their house, I think that's going to be an L. But after that, only L I see is the Rams. Just because I think that where it is set up, you know what I'm saying? But the Baltimore Ravens, dude, we're going to beat them. We're going to beat the Baltimore Ravens this year. Like, dude, I'm really not scared of Lamar Jackson. I don't know why people are frightened and shaking in their boots and talking about how we should be scared of that team. I'm not scared of that team. I got the best quarterback in the NFL. I got the best quarterback in the division. Other than Mahomes, my quarterback is 10 times better than these quarterbacks, man. Stop trying to sit there and act like my quarterback is a scrub. My quarterback went toe-to-toe with Josh Allen and beat him. My quarterback went toe-to-toe with Mahomes both times in the Super Bowl and in the regular season and beat him. Why would I be scared of Lamar Jackson? Why would I be scared of Joe Burrow? Why would I be scared of those guys? Some of you Eagle fans, I'm trying to figure out, are you for real? Are you serious? Y'all sitting there saying 13-4. Dude, we're not losing 4 games. What 4 games do you have us losing to? We're sweeping the division this year. The Commanders are trash. I see Big Simple over there talking about the playoffs. He ain't going to the playoffs. He's going to be lucky if he wins 2 games this year. They got a tough schedule in the first half, and they're not winning more than 2 games this year. Brand new coach staff with Dan Quinn, and they got a brand new rookie quarterback. They're not winning more than 2 games this year. The Giants are going to be 3-15 this year. I got the Cowboys, like I said, 11-5. And I got the Eagles 15-2 this year. Everybody thinks 15-2 is impossible. Did I say we were going 17-0? Did I say we're going 16-1? No, I said 15-2. If we went 10-1 with a bad offense coordinator, what do you think we're going to do with a good offense coordinator? Just let that sink in your head. If Jalen Hurts is able to take a trash-ass offense coordinator to the damn playoffs and outperform against guys like Josh Allen, what do you think he's going to do with a good offense coordinator? For everyone that said that we can't beat these teams, I'm not scared of nobody. You got to show me. You got to show me. You got to show me. Like I said, I got her 2 losses, and that's the Rams and the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to be a trap game. I got the Rams being a sneaky loss right there. I think there's going to be a close game. I know a lot of people are saying Baltimore Ravens. Dude, we're not losing to Baltimore. We're going to beat those teams this year. It's always those teams that you don't think of that can beat us. I think the Bucks are a team that I can see us losing to. Just because I think when you got the Packers, you got the Falcons, and then you got the Saints in the Dome, and then you got to go to Tampa Bay, that's where I think we take her out. Just because I think it's going to be a lot of traveling. You know, you got home game and then you got to go away, right? You got 2 home games, then you got to go away, and then you go to another place to play in Tampa Bay. I think that's where we take her out. But other than that, I don't see into the Rams. We're beating Baltimore this year. I don't care what anybody says. My quarterback is better than Lamar. My quarterback is better than Joe Burrow. I'm not scared of these dudes. The Browns, come on, bro. Are you serious, dude? The Browns, yeah, they got a good defense. Guess what? I got a better quarterback. Well, they got Myles Garrett. Okay, and we got the best offensive line in football. What am I scared about? I'm not the Giants. I'm not the damn Commanders. I don't need to worry about my offensive line. I got damn Jeff Statland. He gonna get these guys ready. 15-2. You talk about Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones stinks. He's a Daniel Jones problem. Daniel Jones is one hit away from being on the sideline. Have a seat. The Giants are going 3-15. Matter of fact, they're going 3-15 this year, man. They're not even gonna make the playoffs. You're gonna be right with the Commanders, bro, in the basement. Y'all bet to take your first L this week. I mean, first time. Who do y'all play? Who do y'all play? Y'all play who? I know the Commanders playing the Bucks. They're about to lose that game. The Cowboys are losing to the Browns. We'll be the only in the first week that will actually win our game. We'll be the only first team that would actually win our home game. The rest are going to be taking L's. I said this last year. People told me the Commanders were going to get better. That's why we swept them. Stop listening to this damn media. Stop listening to these people trying to hype Jaden Daniels up. I think he's going to be good down the road. I just don't think he's going to be what everybody thinks he is in his first year. The Commanders are going 2-16 this year. They're not making the playoffs. Big Simple can have high hope. That's cool. We've seen his meltdowns in the middle of the season, and we're going to see it again. The Giants are not making the playoffs this year. They need a quarterback. And Daniel Jones is awful. I don't give a damn what they did in the draft. Yeah, they got a rookie receiver. Yeah, they got some Brian Burns. That's cool. Where's your quarterback? Is it Tommy DeVito? Is it Davis Webb? Who is it? Drew Lock? You think I'm supposed to be scared of him just because he beat us last year and that was a fluke? Don't mean it's going to happen again. I think it's going to be the Eagles and the Cowboys fighting for that division again. And I think the Eagles are going to blow that shit wide open. I don't think the Cowboys are catching up to us. They're going 11-5 this year. They're going to make the playoffs, but they're not going to be near us. We're sweeping the Cowboys too, by the way. I said this yesterday. I think we're sweeping the whole division this year. The Cowboys are not beating us one time this year. We're going to be... I'm telling you right now, man. When I look at this team, I see 2022 Eagles again. I'm going to flat out say it again. I see the 2022 Eagles again. If you have an offense coordinator, this team is dangerous. And I really don't know how you're going to stop Jalen Hurts now. Because now you're going to have to worry about Saquon Barkley. How you going to stop this offense? You know, with the 49ers, at least you can stop Christian McCaffrey and you can maintain the receivers. But with Jalen Hurts' mobility, the way he's able to, you know, if he wants to, pulls it, and he can use his legs. How you stopping this team? Pick your poison. I think this defense is going to be a lot better. I think this secondary is going to be a lot better. Hopefully James Bradbury's off the damn team. Yeah, your name is Daniel Jones. Stinks. Have a seat. No, y'all going 11-6. How we going 11-6, dude? If we went 10-1 last year with a bad offense coordinator, how we going 11-6? We're not losing 6 games, dude. Y'all be lucky if you're going to win more than 4 games. The Giant fans are funny. You don't have a quarterback. Your Daniel Jones stinks. He's awful. He's the worst quarterback in the division. Y'all better be tanking for Jalen Monroe next year, man. That's what you need to tank for. Y'all gonna be tanking again with the Commanders. Y'all gonna be picking again in the draft next year. Look at your schedule, clown. You think you're winning more than you think? Where do you think you're going? You ain't going to the playoffs. Talk about 11-6. Bro, we're not losing more than 6 games, dude. Have a seat. Have a seat. That's just stupid. I'm not a Giants fan, dude. I don't give a damn what your name is. I don't care a damn what... We're not losing 6 games, dude. I don't give a damn what team you are. You think we're going 11-6? What team do you root for? And I bet your team is awful. What team are you? What team are you? Because my team ain't losing 6 games. It's not happening. You will be lucky if we lose 1 game. Be lucky. Always these dumb clowns in the comments. Talking about stuff they don't know what they're talking about. You think we're losing 6 games? What games do you have us losing to? I'm just waiting. What games? I don't see us losing more than 2 games this year. He ain't going to answer my question. He's not going to tell me what fan he is because he's a bitch-ass Giant fan probably. Salty-ass Giant fan. Still crying about Saquon Barkley. Yeah, that's all right. He's going to run you over this year. Hey, it's all right. Your defense is trash. And your defense is overrated. And you're going to got a damn quarterback. I'm not a Giants fan. Yeah, you are. Sit down. Your name is Daniel Jones. Have a seat. Lo, y'all as bad as the Cowboys fans. It's our year, Lo. The difference is we actually do something in the damn playoffs. Have a seat. Have a seat. Unlike the Dallas Cowboys, you actually saw a Super Bowl recently. When's the last time the Giants... What fan are you? The Dallas Cowboys have not seen a Super Bowl. The difference is we saw our Super Bowl recently. We've been to an NFC Championship game recently. We've been to the playoffs every year, mostly. Have a seat. Have a seat, sir. Have a seat, sir. Please just sit down. Have a seat. Lay down. Do something. Because here on this conversation is not for you. You obviously think we're going to lose 6 games, and you have still told me what games you're losing to. What game are we losing to? I got us losing only 2 games. You said we're going 11-6. How the hell is that possible? What games do you think we're losing to? Since you're an expert, just tell me. Just tell me. What games do you have us losing to? What games? You obviously know more than me. So what games do you think we're losing to? I'm waiting. What games Daniel Jones, who stinks in the division, I don't know why you would name a quarterback that's really awful. You must be a damn Giant fan. But you say you're not. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. What games you have us losing to? Name me the teams that we're going to lose to. Look at them trying to type in. It shouldn't take you that long to figure out what teams we're going to lose to. You should already have the names by right now. It shouldn't take you that damn long. If you already know what teams we're losing to, and you said we're going 11-6, what teams do we are losing to? Do I have to play the Jeopardy song for you to finally get it, a comment in? Because I'm waiting. Come on, man. You said we're going 11-6. What team are we losing to? What 6 teams are we going to lose to? You got like 5 seconds before I end up, muting your comments. Because obviously you can't tell me. Well, I'm not going to mute your comments because you're not going to bring nothing. We're just going to ignore you. What team you have us losing to? You said we're going 11-6 at best. What 6 teams you have us losing to? Name me the teams. Daniel Jones, which is a troll name, by the way. But still, what 6 teams do you have us losing to? Exactly. Have a seat, man. You can't even tell me what the fucking 6 teams that we're losing to. And you talk about 11-6. Have a seat. Have a seat, sir. Go sit your ass on that blue chair. Sit your goofy ass down in that damn blue chair, bro. Over there trying to trolling the comments and you have no clue what you're saying until I really press up on you and tell you what 6 teams, and you can't even tell me. Have a seat. You said we're going 11-6. What teams do you have us losing to? I'm waiting. Is it the Jacksonville Jaguars? We're not losing to them. Is it the New Orleans Saints? We're not losing to them because I don't think Derek Carr is as great a quarterback as people think he is. Who is it? We're not losing to the Ravens. The Cincinnati Bengals, we're not losing to. The Browns, really? That's a home game for us. Who did the Browns have that's a quarterback? Deshaun Watson? Has he stayed healthy? Has he really played a full season? The Packers, we're not losing the first game. We're not losing to those 4 teams that you mentioned, we're not losing to. The Packers is a home opener. We're not losing to that at all. We're going to win that game. The Browns, we're not losing to. I don't give a damn how good their defense is. We can match up against the Browns. The Cincinnati Bengals, I think we can handle them. Joe Burrow, is he going to be healthy? That's the question. The Ravens, I'm not scared of them. You keep Lamar Jackson in that pocket, he's going to fold. Now, what other 6 teams you going to tell me we're going to lose to? So I can tell you once again you're wrong. What other teams? Because I own these guys losing to the Bucks. And the only reason I'm losing to the Bucks is because it's a weird way they put it in. You got 2 road games back to back. And I think the Bucks catch us slipping. And I think the Rams catch us slipping a little bit. But that's it. We're not losing to the Browns. Come on, man. The Bengals, it's in Cincinnati. That's cool. Like I said, my quarterback, in my opinion, is better than Joe Burrow. I got the better quarterback. I got the better offensive line. I got the better receiving core. I got the better running back. I got the better offensive coordinator. I got the better, really, if you want to be real, I got a really good secondary this year. I think Bradbury is going to be off the damn team, and I think Mitchell is going to be that number 2 corner. And they're going to put in Dijon a little bit in as the season goes along. What 6 teams you have us losing to? We're not losing to the Browns. The Browns have to come to Philadelphia. That's a hard place to play for them. Now, I get if it was in Cleveland, but it's not. The Ravens I'm not scared of because we played Lamar Jackson before. That 2019 was it? Was it 2019 with Nathan Gary, he was horrible. Nathan Gary was terrible, and we were able to shut down Lamar a little bit. Now, and listen, the Baltimore Ravens are a good team. But I just think that team, right now, this Eagles team is just on a different level. If our offense coordinator, I think Kellen Moore is going to bring a different philosophy than Brian Johnson, because obviously he can call better plays than him. And if my quarterback was able to take us to a 10-1 record with the worst offense coordinator possible to be hired last year, and a banged up defense / bad defense coordinators everywhere calling the plays, and he was able to take them 10-1 and beat the Bills, outperform against Josh Allen in overtime. What do you think he's going to do with a good offense coordinator? Just let that sink in your head. That's what I'm saying. People have no contact with the saying. Listen, and Lily, you know what I'm saying? It's up to this coach staff. But like I said, I think this coach staff is going to be fine. And I think that adding Saquon Barkley makes your offense 10 times better than what it was before. Because now you got a 3-down running back that could do everything. I don't really know how you're going to stop this offense. If you're a defense corner, who are you going to match up against? You going to take away A.J. Brown? That's cool. Then we're going to run the ball on y'all. I said this in 2022. I got us going 15-2 this year. You know what I'm saying? That's what I have. I have us losing only 2 games this year. I think the Rams catch us slipping. I think the Bucks catch us slipping. But that's it. I got us listed as the Ravens. I hate them. Dude, we're beating the Ravens. I don't know why people are scared of Lamar Jackson. We lit. Bro, you about to go in the basement. I don't know why you sitting there talking about you lit. You about to go 2-16 this year, Commander fans. Your quarterback is a first-year quarterback. Your coach is a new coach. You're not winning more than 3 games this year. You're going to be 2-16 this year, Commander fans. Big simple, you know what's happening. You know what's going to happen. You're about to lose to the Bucks the first game, and you're about to go on a losing streak. You're about the only team you're probably going to beat is probably one time to the Giants, which I have is them sweeping y'all. But you're going to win some games. You're going to win 2 games. You're going to be tanking this year, Big Simple. And I'm going to come back for that comment. Because you know what's going to happen. You're not going to the playoffs this year. You got a brand new coach staff and a brand new quarterback. A rookie quarterback is not taking you to the promised land. Have a seat. I don't know where you Commander fans think that y'all going to the playoffs. I just saw Big Simple talk about he's going to the playoffs. You're going 2-16 this year, man. You're not winning more than 2 games this year. I got the Giants going 3-15. I got the Cowboys going 11-5. And I got the Eagles going 15-2 this year. You're not going 10-7. Who do y'all think you are? You're going to be 2-16, like I said. Come back to my record when it happens. At best, you might win 3 games. At best. You're not going 10-7. Have a seat. Commander fans run around here. Who do y'all think you are? Where did you come out? Y'all just came out the basement like that? You didn't wipe your feet when you came into the building? You just come in here with your dirty socks and your dirty shoes, huh? Have a seat. You're going to be back when I'm telling you, hey, y'all missed the playoffs. That's cool. You're going to have your buddy over there with the Giants. They're going to miss the playoffs too. You're not going to the playoffs. No, you're not back. You're going to be back in the basement. Yeah, you're definitely going to be back. You're going to be back in the basement. Back in the basement where you go. Back to life. Back to reality. Oh, man. These Commander fans are hilarious, dude. I see them talk about Jaden Daniels, man. Y'all thought Sam Howell was your quarterback last year, though. What happened to Uncle Sam? Y'all traded him for a box of raisins, huh? Y'all traded him for a box of raisins, huh? You gonna be right with the Giants in the basement. 2 trash teams. Always talking, man. It's hilarious. You got the Giant fans thinking they got a receiver. That's cool. You got a receiver, but you don't got a quarterback. Daniel Jones is awful. And we took your whole offense. We took Saquon Barkley away from y'all. They still crying over it. They wishing injuries on him. They can't say nothing about Philadelphia Eagle fans. Talk about their assholes or this. Nah, you can't say nothing, Giant fans. We seen your true colors this year. 15-2, absolutely. We're sweeping y'all this year. And we're sweeping the Cowboys this year. And we're sweeping them stinking Giants this year. You're absolutely right. We own y'all too. I don't know why y'all talk about. Matter of fact, the whole division owns y'all. Can you at least beat the division one time? Can you actually split with the division one time? I mean, you get owned by the whole division. I'll give you this one. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be nice in the NFL. But I don't think he's going to come out and take you to the playoffs. I don't. You're not sweeping Dallas this year. You're not sweeping Philadelphia Eagles. You're not sweeping the damn Giants. Big simple, you're going 2-16 this year. Mark my words. You're going 2-16. In the basement, you go. You're going to be seeing Back to Life, Back to Reality. You know that song, Back to Life, Back to Reality. Yeah, that's what you're going to be singing. You got a brand new coach. Dan Quinn is your coach. You are better off just sticking with Ron Rivera. He'll hate mines when I make mine soon. Hey, dude, he thinks he's going to the playoffs. 10-6? Did you say 10-6? I'm about to snap that pick, man. Oh, you said 10-7. Yeah, I'm about to snap that pick. Don't worry, I got receipts now. Just come back when I send you that comment later. Talk about you going to the playoffs. Dude, go sit down. Go sit down. You just came out the basement. You just came out the basement and you lost. Listen, you got some great free agency. You got some great free agents. But guess what? Every year y'all spend money and you do nothing. You're like the damn Giants. You spend money and you do nothing. I think you're going 2-16 this year. Look at your schedule, man. You think you win more than 2 games this year? You about to take a bunch of L's this year. Hot L's. Playoffs. Pfft, playoffs? Shit. What do you want me to be? You want me to be that coach that was when they asked him about playoffs? 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 I'm just trying to win a game. Playoffs? You about to go to the playoffs. Yeah, in Madden you are. That's the only playoffs you're going to is the Madden. Madden video game. EA Sports. Yeah, that's the only playoffs you're seeing is in Madden. You ain't going no playoffs. Have a seat. I got the Eagles going 11-6. Again, what 6 games you have is losing to. You just repeating off the other dude that named Daniel Jones. I got you going 2-16. I guess we have it all right then. That's funny because I got the Cowboys going 11-6. I'm sorry, no, they're going 11-5 this year. We're not going 11-6. Y'all not even going to be relevant by the time we play y'all probably. You're going to be in the basement. You're going to be trashed this year, man. You're going to have a better quarterback, I'll give you that. But your offense isn't going to be what you think it is. You got a brand new coach. At least you might make the wild card. At least. But you're not winning home field advantage. You're not going to the Super Bowl. If you go to the playoffs, it'll be by luck. You're not going to the playoffs, bro. 2-16. You're not winning more than 2 games, Washington. You're going to be in the basement with the Giants. We will see. I know we will see. I saw last year. Y'all thought you were going to the playoffs with Sam Howell. How did that turn? Y'all shipped that boy so fast he couldn't even take a sip of water. Y'all were done with him, huh? Uncle Sam, huh? Carson Wentz was supposed to take you to the playoffs too. Along with RG3. Along with Kirk Cousins. He's supposed to take you to the promised land. Ryan Fitzpatrick, the journeyman, was supposed to take you to the promised land. Dwayne Haskins was supposed to take you to the playoffs. Y'all thought you were going to the playoffs with Dwayne Haskins? Big simple, huh? What happened with that? Rest in peace to him, but still. Y'all been throwing quarterbacks out the door since like, how many times have you thrown quarterbacks out the door? Just pump your brakes a little bit. Pump your brakes a little bit, man. He's a rookie. Don't think big. Think small. Think small, big simple. You're going to get hurt your feelings then. They're only going to hurt you. You should know this. You should know this. They're only going to hurt you, big simple. Don't have any faith in your team. You do this every year. You do this every year. You say you're lit, and then we see those rant videos because they end up stinking. I can't wait to see your rant videos, man. I'm guaranteed by week 5, we're going to see those rant videos. Now, I'll give it week 3. You're going to see a big simple rant by week 5, week 3. You're going 2-16, like I said. You're not winning more than 2 games this year, bro. And that's a guaranteed fact. New owner. Your owner is worse than Dan Snyder. Your owner is not even good, not even better than Dan Snyder. Ask the Sixers fans how they feel about their owner. Because he's the exact same owner as you have. Your owner is another Dan Snyder, just a little bit better. That's all. But he's not anything better. He's not Jeffrey Lurie. Your owner stinks. Ask the Sixers fans how they feel about Harris. Ask the Sixers fans. And they'll tell you about that, your owner. He stinks. You're all better off with Dan Snyder, honestly. You should have kept him. Yeah, he's a little bit better than Dan Snyder, but not by much. You keep laughing. Hey, I'm going to be laughing too. I still believe in Uncle Sam. I'm sure you do. But he's not with your team anymore, is he? That's my point. I'm sure you believe in Dwayne Haskins too. Rest in peace to him. But I'm sure you were believing in Ryan Fitzpatrick and Carson Wentz though. And RG3. And Alex Smith. And Kirk Cousins. All those quarterbacks. Donovan McNabb when we traded him to y'all. I'm sure you believed in him too. You can believe all you want. Your team don't know nothing about believing. They only know nothing about failure. I mean, what's your new name going to be soon? Is it going to be the Washington Bullfrogs? The Washington Roadkill? The Possums? What is it going to be next? Is you going to change your name for the 15th time? Or are you going to keep it the Commanders? And you don't command nothing. I command you to settle down, Big Simple. I command you to go get me a glass of water, Big Simple. I command you to go get me a sandwich, Big Simple. And make mine mayo. Extra rye on I command you to have a seat. I command you to sit on that chair, man. I command you to sit on that chair. Hold on, give me a second. I command you to sit on that blue chair, man. Hey, shout out to Big Simple, man. A bat. Hey, he talk about we got a new owner. Dude, your owner stinks. Your coach stinks. Look at Dan Quinn's record. The man choked in the Super Bowl. Y'all had two choking Super Bowl coaches. Both Ron Rivera and Dan Quinn. You see a familiarity? Because I do. They both choked in the biggest game. Y'all should at least have hired a coach and know how to get it done. I would have went after a Shanahan tree or something like that. From the 49ers. Get one of those young offense coordinators. Oh, that's right. No one wanted to come to y'all because y'all stink. The Lions offense coordinator turned down your head coaching job. No one wanted to play for y'all. No one wanted to coach for y'all team. That's why you had to stick with Dan Quinn. Meanwhile, everybody wants to come and play with Philadelphia. Everybody's intrigued by Philadelphia because we've got a great owner, a great GM, and we know something about winning. Y'all know nothing about just being in the basement. That's the only thing you know about. Matter of fact, man, where's my broom? You lucky. Well, I got a dustpan for y'all. I can't wait to pull this out, man. First thing, we gonna get this. We gonna sweep these Commanders when we play them, man. Hey, Big Simple. I'm just getting it prepared, man. I'm just getting it prepared, cause this is the year where we finally, we gotta, this is where we have to clean out, the house. We have to get rid of all the, the dirt, and you're gonna be the one that's gonna be sweeping my floor too, and get it nice and shiny too. When you in the basement with the Giants fans, I'm gonna have to check up on you, lately, because when you have to, sweep my floor, because when we take the broom and we sweep y'all, and because we always do it every year. You haven't swept us since what? Kirk Cousins? No, you haven't done that. That's been a long time. Damn, you haven't swept us in a long time, huh? The last time you split with us was with Taylor Heineke. But since then, you haven't swept us or even split with us. Hopefully, this is the year. Hey, Big Simple. You see this eagle rug right here? Look at that. I just want you to sweep all the dirt when you are out the playoffs. Just get my floor nice and clean. That's all I'm just saying. Just get my floor nice and clean. Make sure it's sparkly. I don't want to see no dust bunnies. I don't want to see none of that. Just make sure When you sweep, get one of those little tiny brooms. I don't want you to get the big broom. I want you to get that little tiny broom and just start sweeping. Sweeping. You see that? Just start sweeping, man. Just start sweeping. Sweep. Just start sweeping. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. We're not going to give you the big broom this year. You're going to get one of those little, small little brooms. Those little handle with the little small brooms that you get. Yeah, you're just going to start sweeping from corner to corner to my room. And you're going to make it nice and clean. I don't want to see no dirt when we sweep y'all this year. Okay, big simple. Washington's a joke. You about to go in 3-15 this year, Giant fans. I don't know what you're laughing about. You and the Commander fans about to go in the basement. Y'all not making the playoffs either. No newsflash for you, New York YG31. You going in 3-15. I got the Commanders going 2-16. You going 3-15. You're not winning more than 3 games this year. Have a seat too. You about to sweep too. You see this? This is my new dustpan, and it's red. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be doing a lot of sweeping this year with Commander fans. I'm going to check up on y'all. I'm going to check up on you. I know Desert Eagle 9 and getting those videos ready. We gonna check up on you when you're in the basement. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to check to make sure that y'all, you're sweeping my floor nice, and you were doing everything you had to do. You know what I'm saying? We want no dust bunnies. Get my floor nice and sparkly and clean. Because y'all going to be in the basement with the Commanders. You're going 3-15 this year. Yes, Giant fans. Well, not 3-15. Yeah, 3-15? Yeah, 3-15. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I see the Giants going 3-14. That's all right. You about to join them too. You about to join the Giants too in the basement. Big simple. You about to lose your first game too. You about to lose to the Bucks. The Giants about to lose to who did they play? Don't they play? Who did the Giants play? I don't remember who they played, but they losing to. They're not going to be the same without Barkley. Washington's a joke. 0-6 in the division. Yeah, that's cool. Not this team. We're sweeping your floor. You ain't sweeping nothing. Have a seat. Don't make me get that broom. And before you talk out of line, remember who your father is, man. Remember who your father is. Don't you ever talk out the line or I get the belt. Especially you Giant fans. I don't know who you talking to. You must be talking to the Commanders. Because that's the only thing you sweep. Both the Cowboys and the Eagles sweep y'all. We just spank you with the belt. Get over here. Just start beating you with the belt. Just starts. You know what I'm saying? You pleading for mercy. Nope. Just start beating you with the belt, like the drunk father coming home to beat his kid. We're like the drunk father that just beat the kid, man. I don't know why we beat you. We just like doing it. You're not sweeping nothing. The Vikings about to beat y'all. The Vikings are going to beat y'all. You're taking an L. You're not beating the Vikings. I'm talking to the Commanders. I'm talking to you. You about to be in the basement with the Commanders. Look at the Commanders and the Giants. How adorable, man. Our lost sons. Our lost sons. I mean, this is a beautiful moment. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you're an Eagles fan, you just gotta love. The lost sons are in the comments. The sons that we always whoop. Either we split with the Giants or we just beat them. But yeah, I mean, look at our lost sons in the comments. It's the Giants and the Commanders, the lost souls of the division. The lost souls. You can't be found when it comes to the Commanders and the Giants. Their fans disappear. I just want to thank you for Saquon Barkley because, Saquon is actually going to have a chance to actually win. With the Giants, he couldn't really do that. So I just want to thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving us Saquon Barkley. Because without him, man, we couldn't do this without you. I just want to thank you for giving us Saquon Barkley. Thank you. Because, you rather pay a quarterback rather than your best player. But you know what? I want to thank you. That is the best gift you can give us. I mean, we take Devontae Smith from y'all. We pretty much jump in front of y'all to take your best receiver. Y'all don't have a quarterback, and you lost your best running back, and you downgrade. You got Singletary? Like I said, man. Hey, Giant fans, you're going to be doing a lot of this, man. Get my floors nice and clean. You see, it's already a little dirty, man. I need my floor nice and swept. Make sure you sweep all the dust bunnies in the corners, because you're going to be joining with the Commanders this year in the basement. You're not going to the playoffs. Like the Commanders, like I said, have low expectations. Don't have faith, Giants and Commander fans. Don't have faith. You don't have faith. Your team ain't good. Your team is terrible. I'm going to make a prediction right now. Your Giant GM is getting fired this year, too. I think your coach gets fired and your GM gets fired. Well, no, your GM will get fired first. You know what I'm saying? I think your GM gets fired if he don't make the playoffs this year. Yeah, that's cool. He has all the smiley faces in the world. Yeah, that's right, Big Simple. You get the smiley faces ready, because you're going to be doing a lot of sweeping, man. You know what I'm saying? With that nice dustpan, man. Man, I can't wait to use this I can't wait to give this to you, Big Simple. It just has your name, and it's red. It's red. It's red. Just like your name, right? The Commanders, right? You know what I'm saying? I can make you to sweep my floor soon. I made sure it was red for you. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't feel like it was green and you didn't want to use. No, it matches your team, right? I got you a red dustpan. I got you a red dustpan, Kim and the fans, because you're about to go 2-16 this year. You're not winning more than 2 games this year. Book it. Giants going 3-15. I got the Cowboys going 11-5, and I got the Eagles going 15-2. Washington Cockroach. Yeah, dude, they're not making the playoffs this year. Washington's about to move out of Washington. You should move out. It's funny. Giant fans talk about moving out. When you gonna move out your little brother's stadium, known as the Jets? when are you going to give us the keys to y'all stadium, man? I mean, shit, we already have the keys. We have just imagine you're the Giants and everybody in the division, pretty much other than the Commanders, have a set of keys of your house. That gotta stink. You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. The Commanders and the Giants. We got both the Cowboys and Eagles got a set of keys, extra keys, and they just gonna walk in your house rent free, can kick their feet up, and do whatever they want. Man, I feel like it's Monopoly, man. I'm taxing you and taxing every Giant fan right now, man. We taxing every Giant fan and Commanders fan. We about to send you to jail. This is a beautiful day. You ever play Monopoly? That's what we do to Giants and the Commanders, man. When they're trying to win the game, we just make them go bankrupt. We just make them go bankrupt. They're losing everything. They lost their GM. They're about to lose their GM. They're about to lose another coach. They're about to fire another coach. The Giants and the Commanders Dan Quinn might not last with the Commanders. He might be out the door by year 1. You know what I'm saying? Depends how they do. Eagles going 13-4. I don't see us losing 4 games. No offense. I obviously going 15-2. All loss will be on the road. I don't got us losing the Bengals, dude. I don't know why y'all scared of the Ravens and the Bengals, man. I'm not scared of them. I got the better quarterback. Yes, I said it before. Any quarterback that you have that's better than the other quarterback will definitely make it better to win. I got the better quarterback. I don't give a shit what quarterback they have. Give me Jalen Hurts. Give me the Jalen Hurts that outperformed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Lamar couldn't do it. The only one probably could do was Burrow. But dude, I'm not scared of Joe Burrow. Does he have an offensive lineman? Is he going to be healthy this year? Just saying. He's injury prone. Dude, like, no offense. He can't stay healthy. The better quarterback doesn't always win. Well, in this case, it will. In this case, it will. Jalen Hurts is 10 times better than these quarterbacks. And yes, a better quarterback is definitely important. A better quarterback always wins, Ashley. Yeah, I get it. Drew Lock beat us last year, but that was because our secondary was trash and our offensive corner was bad. But when it came to Josh Allen versus Jalen Hurts, who won? Who was the better quarterback? Jalen Hurts was. When it came to Mahomes, you needed the better quarterback. Jalen Hurts won, right? Yeah, I get it. Sometimes there's quarterbacks that are not better than yours and they pull out a win. But dude, that was luck, man. Drew Lock was a luck win. It was a lucky win. It won't happen again with the Giants. Trust me. Giant fans are pumping their chests when we are going to do a live together. Hey, set it up, man. Set it up. I'm free. Let me know. I got nothing but respect, Big Simple. I love talking trash. Hey, no disrespect to you. I wish you nothing but the best, man. Nothing but the best for y'all. I really do. I hope Jaden Daniels does work out for y'all, man. Because y'all been banking for a quarterback, and I hope you got one. I want to see you versus Jalen Hurts. I really want to see that in the NFC Championship game. I would love to see the Commanders and the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. Jaden Daniels versus Jalen Hurts. And I do think that kid will get better. I just think everybody's saying that kid is going to be, like I see Bucky Brooks talking about he's going to have a C.J. Stroud type year. Well, name me another quarterback that had a C.J. Stroud type year because it hasn't happened. The last time it happened was Dan Marino. Like, that's what I'm saying. They're putting so much pressure on that kid. And they need to understand this kid's a rookie. This kid's going to go through growing pains, and he's going to have to deal with some adversity. He's going to have to go through it, and he's going to have to endure it. And it's going to he's going to have to be mentally tough to deal with it, or he's going to fold like other quarterbacks do. Is he going to be able to handle it? And that's going to show if you have that quarterback or not. When there's a tough situation, when you need that big play, when you're down by at least 2 scores or at least down by 1 score, and you need that winning drive, can your quarterback come through? Or is he going to fold like a Carson Wentz? Is he going to fold like a Kirk Cousins? Is he going to fold like a Dak Prescott? That's when you know if you have your quarterback, right? I think Jaden Daniels is a young kid. I think that he's, hopefully to develop him, but I ain't going to lie to you. I think that he should have went to a better organization. I don't know if the Commanders are going to be able to get the best out of him, especially Dan Quinn. I just don't. I don't think he can get the best out of Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels would have been a nice with a guy like, the Lions offense coordinator who was interviewed by the Commanders and he didn't take that job. That would have been a nice situation for Jaden Daniels. An offense coordinator mind. Dan Quinn is not that. Dan Quinn is a great defense coordinator, but not a good coach. Not a good coach. Exactly where you're hiding. And when I hear people talk about he's going to have a C.J. Stroud type year, and he's putting pressure on himself too. He talk about he wants to have a C.J. Stroud year. Well, that's impossible. Because if you don't understand, C.J. Stroud, that was just first of all, no one had game film on him. No one had game film on him. They're going to have it this year on him, trust me and believe that. So let's see how he develops as a quarterback. It's always that second year that quarterbacks fall into a slump, right? They got a good rookie quarterback, first year starter, wins some games here and there, goes on a little run, and that was C.J. Stroud. He got lucky. They were in a bad division. The Titans were awful. They just found their quarterback this last year, and I think that who did they get? They got what was that white quarterback name? I forget the guy's name. But yeah, they have him now. It's going to be a little bit tougher. Everybody got better. Let's see how the C.J. Stroud and that Texans do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, people got to stop saying that, he's going to have a C.J. Stroud. No, that's impossible sometimes because it hasn't been done in a long time. The last quarterback to do that was Dan Marino in his first full season as a rookie. That was the last quarterback to do that. It hasn't been done often. New York Giants don't hate bro, but we got ourselves a quarterback just because. Well, you think you do. You think you do. You thought Sam Howell was your quarterback. Big simple. Come on, man. Y'all swerving down Carson Wentz was your guy. Dwayne Haskins, Ryan Fitzpatrick, RG3. Yeah, but I think Jaden Daniels has a lot of promise. I'm not going to say he's your guy yet. Like I said, I think he's young. I think they're putting too much pressure on him. I think they need to let him just sit back and learn. Just sit back and learn. I would not put him out week 1. If I was the Commanders, I honestly would start a backup. Like start Marcus Mariota for a couple games. Let him learn. Let him sit back and learn. Don't rush him. Let him learn. Let him get his feet wet. And then by week 4, that's when I'll throw him out in the fire. But if you're going to play him right away, understand something. He's going to go through growing pains. Now, I'll give you this one. Listen, it wouldn't shock me if he goes out there and destroys the Bucs. It wouldn't shock me. Like what Carson Wentz did in 2016. Had a 3-0 record. Looked really promising. Young rookie looking good. But then falls apart. Goes through growing pains. Starts throwing interceptions. But I'm just saying, like, dude, like, do I think Jaden Daniels is going to be nice? I don't know. I think he's promising. I think that if you develop him right, and that's an if. If your coaching can develop right, develop a quarterback right, when we know they can't usually. I mean, this is like their 16th quarterback that they have gotten rid of and got a new quarterback every year. When are they going to develop a quarterback that's actually going to be there for a long time? Y'all been taking for quarterbacks every year. Y'all been drafting quarterbacks every year. Is this the guy? Cowboys are going 8-9, 9-8. I got them going 11-5. There's a Giant fan on Twitter trolling me that the Vikings won't start J.J. McCarthy. The Giants need to stop trolling because they don't even have a fucking quarterback. Their quarterback neck is one way from being snapped. Literally. No disrespect for them, but I hate when Giant fans brag about injuries. Your quarterback has 2 neck surgeries. Lily has 2 fractured necks. Two fractures back-to-back years in his neck. He had a neck surgery, man. Literally, I think he just had neck surgery. Like, I wish Giant fans would stop bragging about injuries. Especially when they go after Saquon Barkley. It's like, dude, your quarterback is injury prone. Your whole team is injury prone. What is you talking about? Saquon's washed. That's funny. Because he was 27 years old and he was still putting up bigger numbers despite your bad offensive lineman. But yeah, he's washed. Yeah. Just because he joined the Eagles, now he's washed. Giant fans are the dumbest fan base. I swear they are. Some of them. He's washed. He's washed. Your quarterback's washed. Your quarterback is injury prone. What is you talking about? You got a tight end that don't even know if he's going to come out of retirement and he's washed. You got a washed up receiver in Allen Robinson. 4 years ago, he would have been elite. Now he's just washed up that you overpaid. You know nothing but washed players, man. But yeah, Saquon Barkley's washed. He was their best player last year, but he's washed. Clowns, man. This is what the problem with the Giant fans, man. They don't know football, some of them. They talk about Saquon's washed. How is he washed? Every year he's at least put up at least 1,000 yards on the ground with an offense that was horrible. And every year y'all didn't give him an offensive line. Every year y'all self-destructed and gave him nothing. What do you think he was supposed to do? Be loyal to y'all? There's no loyalty in sports, man. And why would he be loyal to a franchise that didn't do him favors? Y'all didn't give him help. Y'all sacrificed him. That's why he got hurt with the ACL. Now they call him injury prone. Yeah, because Daniel Jones kept force-feeding him. I remember that game. And you're on a shitty turf. Duh. The Giant fans are crazy. Talk about Saquon's washed. But that's funny. If he went to Houston, y'all wouldn't be saying that. You'd be saying, good luck to Saquon Barkley. He's going to be good for y'all. But he now is in Philadelphia. He's washed. Dude, what is you talking about? You traded for a washed-up tight end last year who's injury-prone. You paid an injury-prone, horrible quarterback in Daniel Jones. Tommy DeVito played better than Daniel Jones. A third string. An undrafted third string. That's who you set your franchise up with. Daniel Jones. When it should have been Saquon Barkley and then get rid of Daniel Jones and go draft a quarterback to help him out. You didn't do that. Your best asset, you rather franchise tag. And then they said, well, we offered him a contract. You didn't offer him a contract. You offered him a shitty contract. You try to franchise tag him when he deserved to be the highest paid running back. You didn't want to pay him. You rather pay guys like Galladay. Have a seat. Tell what you pay. Oh, our GM offered to pay him. Sit down. Your GM didn't even offer to pay him this year. And he let one of the best safeties to walk. One of his leaders walked. Now I think Tyler Nubin's the next Brian Dawkins. Giant fans are funny. I like Tyler Nubin. I just don't think he's going to be what McKinley was. But we fixed the turf in our stadium. Did you? I didn't see no reports like that. You didn't fix that offensive line, though. You signed a bunch of free agent offensive linemen. Did you draft an offensive lineman in this draft? Did you upgrade that offensive lineman for Daniel Jones when he sits back and he decides to fumble or throw a pick six? Did you draft an offensive lineman? Did you upgrade that offensive lineman? Because I ain't going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. We already know one is a bust on the offensive lineman. Your first round pick is a bust. The Alabama dude is a bust. And Andrew Thomas, I don't think is all that. I really don't. So let's be real. Did you really improve that offensive lineman? That's the question. Yeah, you got a receiver. Cool, you got one receiver. And the other one is 32 years old, and Allen Robinson. 4 years ago, he would have been elite. Ask the Jaguar fans why they released him. Go ahead. Ask them. Why do you think they got rid of him? Because he stinks. He wasn't good anymore. He was washed. Sounds familiar, right? You brag about Saquon Barkley being washed, but you sign another washed-up receiver. Your GM is getting fired this year. Your GM will get fired this year if you don't make the playoffs this year. Mark my words. I said this about Joe Judge. I said this about Gettleman. I'm going to say this about Shane. If your owner does not see a playoff game, he will be fired. Especially if that man was crying when Saquon Barkley left. You know damn well your GM is getting fired this year. He going to be right out the door with the coach. You about to have a new coach staff next year if you don't make the playoffs. A brand new coach in the building because the ball about to lose his job. He about to lose his job along with Shane. Mark my words. You're going to be seeing a new coaching staff again. And you got a brand new defense coordinator too? Yeah, you don't got Wayne Martindale anymore, buddy. I love how these Giant fans talk, dude. They're hilarious. That's cool. When Saquon runs over y'all, which he will, he's going to have his best game against y'all. You thought Boss Scott was the giant killer? Wait till Saquon Barkley going to do you. You thought Deshaun Jackson did to us was 10 times worse. Oh, you didn't see nothing yet. You didn't. If you don't think Saquon Barkley going to rip you all apart, you Giant fans in for a rude awakening. I don't give a damn you got Brian Burns. You got no offensive line. You got no offensive line. You got no offensive line. Well, we signed guys in free agency. Free agency. What about the draft? You didn't improve in that draft with the offensive lineman. I don't give a damn what you signed in free agency. Dude, you've been signing offensive lineman in free agency for many years. Last time you had a real offensive lineman was when Coughlin was your coach. That was a long-ass time ago. Since then, you've been signing guys like Justin Pugh. All these guys. Didn't you sign that one Patriot offensive lineman in free agency? How did he do? So again, you can't go off free agency and what you sign because you don't have a good track record. Unlike the Eagles who have a good track record in signing free agents, Y'all don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. I don't think you improve that offensive lineman. I don't. I think it'll be just as worse than what it was last year. I think it'll be a little better, but not that much. But we made the playoffs with Joe Shane. Yeah, and you also went from playoffs to being a tanking machine. Congratulations, you made the playoffs because of Saquon Barkley, not because of Daniel Jones, who your GM, your idiot GM, decided to pay rather than Saquon. You made the playoffs in 2022 because of Barkley, because you were able to use him in the passing game. He was your bell cow, he was your weapon, and he was the guy that everybody had to focus on. When you played the Giants, what was the number one you had to stop? It wasn't Daniel Jones. It wasn't Darius Slayton. It was Saquon Barkley. How do you shut down number 26? Come on. You giving Saquon Barkley one receiver, and that was Odell Beckham Jr. in his rookie year. Since then, you've given guys like gave guys like him, like Brandon Marshall, who was washed. That was the 2017 era when you decided to sign him. Didn't do nothing. You're giving guys like Kenny Galladay to Saquon, who stinks. You drafted a third round receiver in Jalen Hyatt, who didn't do nothing. You giving him nothing. You giving him no offensive lineman. Every offensive lineman that you drafted have been trash juice. Eric Flowers. Justin Pugh. What was the other guy named? Who did you sign was the Patriots offensive lineman that won a Super Bowl recently? Who was that guy's name? You overpaid for him. Overspent for him in free agency. Didn't do nothing for y'all. Like, seriously. You spending money in free agency all the time. Hell, I mean, you went to get Galladay and you got the other dude. What's his name? Dory Jackson. Where's he at? Where's he at? We did. I'm telling you. No, you didn't. Sit down. You did not sign up. You signed a bunch of offense. Oh, wow. You signed a bunch of offensive linemen. Are they qualified starters? Are they going to be ready for Daniel Jones when he comes off an ACL injury and 2 neck surgeries? Have a seat. You did not approve that offensive lineman. Daniel Jones coming off an ACL. Literally just coming off an ACL from last year. That's why I don't understand what Giant fans talk about. You think your quarterback going to be the same? Your quarterback is done. He's injury prone. But you want to talk about Saquon Barkley. These Giant fans are hilarious. Your quarterback is coming off a torn ACL, literally from last year, and 2 neck surgeries. Yes, I watched the tape on them. Cool, watch tape all you want. That don't mean they're going to translate to good Giant players. Did you watch the tape? Oh my God. Man, shit. Y'all watched the tape of Galladay and y'all thought he was the number one. Swore it down that Isaiah Simmons was going to be good for y'all. Swore it down that the tight end from the Raiders who you traded for was going to help y'all. Dory Jackson was going to be a good player for y'all. Who cares if you watch film? That's cool and great. Is it going to help you when you need them to step up? Dude, what are you talking about? You watch film. Congratulations. I'm sure you watched film and thought Galladay was your number one receiver. Galladay's going to be a number one. No, he's not. I told Giant fans in that group in that YouTube live stream, they were laughing at me saying I was a clown for that. Wonder if they think I'm a clown now. We don't need him to be a number one receiver. Daniel Jones just needs to be good. Daniel Jones stinks. But we'd be better than last year. That's not saying much, dude. That's not saying that much. Being better than last year. How about actually have a decent offensive lineman for once? Oh, Jalen can read his multiple option. Reed has. Who the hell is this? I hope he can read his multiple options. Reeds he has now. Oh yeah, he gonna be alright. Listen, I got Jalen Hurts being the MVP this year. Jalen Hurts will be at least in the MVP conversation, like he always has been. But he'll actually be an MVP, and he'll actually be the MVP this year. I'm calling it. Whether they give it to him or not, he will at least try to be in the MVP conversation. He will be in the He will be in the top 2 MVP conversation. But I don't want an MVP. I'd rather hear him be a Super Bowl MVP. I don't give a damn about the MVP conversation. Give me a Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. Daniel Jones coming off the 20 ACL. I don't think he's going to be what he is. He just literally come off the 20 ACL last year. Didn't he just get hurt last year? Like I said, like with Saquon Barkley, he's not going to be what he was from before he got hurt. Matter of fact, I think he's going to be worse. He's going to be limited. He just came off the 20 ACL. Didn't he just come off the 20 ACL last year? Wasn't he hurt last year? Didn't he just tore his ACL last year? You know, it takes 1 year to recover fully. You're not the same coming off a 20 ACL after off the ACL injury. It takes 2 years at the maximum to fully become that same player. The last person who did that was Adrian Peterson. 1 year off an ACL injury and became the same player. It hasn't happened. That's what I'm saying, man. Giant fans about to learn the hard way, man. It's cool. It's cool. And they're about to realize that Saquon Barkley was the guy they should have paid. They're gonna have a lot of they're gonna be mad. They're gonna in the next 5 years, they're gonna bring Saquon Barkley back home. Because they're gonna say we regret getting rid of him. Mark my words. When Saquon Barkley contract goes down, when he's not, unless Howard Rosen resigns him, which might be the case, if he becomes a free agent, by the time his contract will be over, the Giants will bring him back. Because they're going to try to rewrite the wrongs. Because Joe Schoen will not be the GM. If it fails in his face. Because when you get rid of a guy like that, and you don't want to pay a guy like that, and he goes in your division, eyes up on you now. Now it's like, how do you counter that? If Saquon Barkley runs through that Giants defense like a wet paper bag and Brian Burns don't live up to that height that y'all pay him to be, that GM is gone. I don't give a damn what he did in the playoffs. Listen, who cares? GMs get fired just because they're in the playoffs. The Titans fired their GM despite him being in the playoffs. Before he traded A.J. Brown. He got fired. You can get fired just because you had 1 year of playoff success, and then you became trash again. You didn't even make the playoffs the following year. He said, you never know what can happen. You're right, you never know what can happen. The Giants always still stink. Sit down. Never know. I always hear that from Giant fans. You never know what could happen. What could happen? What could happen? That Joe Schoen could get fired? Absolutely can happen. It happened with Joe Judge. It happened with David Gettleman. It happened with Jerry Reese. Why wouldn't it happen with Joe Schoen? You think he's off the hook because he had one playoff success? The owner don't care about one playoff success. He trying to win a championship with the Giants. John Mara knows nothing, has not won a Super Bowl since Tom Coughlin was fired. That was your last coach that actually done something in the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, in the playoffs. Since then, you have not done nothing. You've been to one divisional round and got absolutely brutalized by the Eagles team. And you lost to them 3 times. Since then, you've been tanking. And if you tank again this year, your GM will be fired. Joe Schoen will be out the door. He not coming back. If Saquon Barkley does what A.J. Brown did to the Tennessee Titans GM and embarrass him out of his home, and the owner has to watch Saquon rip him apart, he's getting fired. Because when you don't want to pay a guy like that, and you pay Daniel Jones, you pay Galladay, you're paying guys like Brian Burns, you're going out and trading for guys like a tight end, like Waller. These are your moves. You don't want to pay McKinley. You want to draft those players. If those players don't work out, he's fired. It's all about what you have done for me lately, not about what you have done for me before. This is a new year. Every year, you're supposed to at least get to the playoffs. It's what have you done for me lately? Your GM, Joe Shane, has tanked more than actually won. He's made it to the playoffs one time as a Giants general manager. And that's because of Saquon Barkley, who Giant fans think he's suddenly washed. It's fun, it's hilarious. Meanwhile, their quarterback coming off a torn ACL and 2 neck surgeries and a broken back. And they want to talk about injuries. Dude, your whole freaking team is injury prone. What is you talking about? You know nothing about washed players. That's why you signed Allen Robinson. He's 30 years old. He's not what he was. 4 years ago, he would have been perfect for y'all. He's 31 years old. The Rams decided to trade him to the Steelers because he was washed. Just let that sink in. In the trade deadline, they traded Allen Robinson to the Steelers because he was washed. Congratulations, you got more scraps now. He went from the Jaguars to the retirement home, the Giants. Now, I do like Malik Neighbors. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that kid. I like him. I think he's a very good receiver for y'all. But again, doesn't have a quarterback. He would have been a perfect opportunity to pair up with Saquon Barkley. That would have been a nice combo. That would have been a good combo to have if you kept Saquon Barkley. If you had Malik Neighbors and Saquon Barkley on that same team. That would have been a nice combo to have as your offense. You talk about, of course, Joe could be fired if he had to play. But you were talking about, I didn't say none. You just talked about how he was having the playoff. He just went to the playoffs, though. Recently in your comments. Didn't you just say that? Well, let me go back to your comments. Maybe I read it wrong. I'm not going to say you didn't say something if you didn't. Let me read it. But Saquon is injury prone, but not washed. He's injury prone. He got injured one time. That's the problem with you Giant fans. Y'all say he's injury prone. Dude, your quarterback has a broken back, a 20 ACL, and 2 neck surgeries. Lily had 2 broken necks and had to get it repaired. But you wouldn't talk about injury prone. Saquon Barkley literally got hurt one time. Hasn't missed that many games. He missed at least 1 year of football. What is you talking about? You got to have context what you're saying. Saquon got literally hurt one time and missed only 1 season of football. Yes, has he missed 1 game? Doing a hamstring. That's the only time he missed one game and then 1 year of football with the ACL. He's not missed that many games. I want to say this. Once, bro, you cook moving forward. That collapse should be humbling experience for everyone. I'm expecting us to have a great season, but 15-2 is bold. Yeah, well, that's me. I'm the same person since 16-1. I think we're going. I don't think 15-2 is bold. 16-1, I get it. All right, that's bold. 17-0, that's bold. But 15-2, winning 15 games, it's not impossible. We were so close last year. We were so close in 2022 to win those games. If Jalen Hurts plays, we probably are 15-2. I don't. Why we sign him? We have enough depth. I don't. Why we sign him? We have enough depth. Who are you talking about? Receiver? What are you talking about? Which guys are you talking about? You need a receiver. You needed a number one receiver. You don't. Slayton's not a number one. Jalen Hyde is a number 3. I mean, he's a good number 2. I'll give you that. Saquon didn't want to sign with the Giants. Of course he didn't want to sign with the Giants. Y'all didn't do him favors. Duh. Like you said to me. Dude, Saquon Barkley wanted to go to a team that knew how to use him right. Did you hear what he said? Listen to his words. He got tired of losing to the Eagles. He got tired of losing in the playoffs. He got tired of being a loser. That is not in his DNA. While y'all call him Snakeon, not you, but personally other Giant fans call him Snakeon, the biggest snake is your quarterback bankrupting y'all and giving y'all, and you giving them that much money so he can go to the Matt Miller Band concert and dance like a damn clown. That's the real snake right there. Your quarterback, who didn't do shit and is a first-round pick from Duke, who you drafted in the first round, and you paid, and you still stuck with him. The Giants were trying to offer him, and no one couldn't take his contract because he got paid way too much. His dead cap is literally over. I don't know how much it is, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. That's the real snake. Not Snakeon. Snake Jones, a.k.a. Danny Jones. That's the real snake. The quarterback that you drafted that didn't do shit, but when he yelled at the Giant fans, because the Giant fans has emotion, when he says, let's go, and Dan Jones telling someone to be quiet, that's the real snake. Not Snakeon. But, blame the running back who took you to the playoffs. Not the quarterback who stinks and who threw a pick 6. Pick 6 against the Seattle Seahawks. Choked in the biggest game of his lifetime in the playoffs versus the Eagles. Didn't do shit when it comes to actually winning in the playoffs, because without Saquon, he wouldn't be in the playoffs in general. But yeah. He got paid, not Saquon. And Saquon supposed to sit back and just allow the Giant fans... allow the Giants to do whatever he want them to do. Allow the Giants franchise to just treat him like shit while he can't, so pretty much he has to suffer. You want him to be a Larry Fitzgerald. That's what Giant fans want him to be, a Larry Fitzgerald. They want him to stay with the Giants because of loyalty. There ain't no loyalty. Why would he want to be a Larry Fitzgerald? A ringless dude who was good but had nothing around him. That's not something you want to retire with. You want to be a Super Bowl champion, and the Giants are not ready to win a championship, not anytime soon. By the time Saquon Barkley has a chance to go to the Super Bowl, the Giants Saquon will be at least 31 years old. He would be at least 31 years old, and all his prime years would have been wasted. Why would he risk that? And you were willing to pay him anyway. So it's like, dude, he left because he got better team. A team that's going to use him properly. A team that's going to want him. A team that's going to actually win with him. A team that's not going to waste him. A team that's going to have a quarterback. A team that's going to have an offensive line that he can run through. A team that's going to have receivers that he's not going to be the only guy there. He's going to have AJ and Devontae, Goddard. He's going to have actually guys that he don't have to be the only guy in the building. He's going to actually have guys that are going to be those guys. He just can be himself. He doesn't have to do too much. Where in the Giants, he had to be that guy. He had to be the vocal lead. He had to be this guy. He had to be that guy. He never got to be that running back for y'all because y'all treated him like it was a weapon. And really, he was a weapon. But y'all been throwing him into the ground. You've been running him into the dirt. And now you want him to be loyal to y'all? Saquon did the right thing. Well, he should have went to the Texans. Why? Why should he go to Texas? First of all, he's from Philadelphia. He literally is around here. Why would he move to another city when he's from here? Duh. You want him to go to a new state because your butt hurt because he went to a rival. Well, you didn't want to pay him. You didn't want to build around him. Why are you mad at Eagle? Why are you mad at him? Be mad at your damn GM. Your GM lost Saquon Barkley. Your GM didn't want to pay McKinley. Why aren't you mad at McKinley for not going to the Packers? They're in your conference. You mad at Saquon Barkley because he went to the Eagles' rivalry? I'm sorry, he went to your rivalry. Don't get mad because we can beat you. We don't even need Saquon. We still can beat you. It's just another thing to beat you with. You getting mad at the wrong people. Get mad at the damn GM. Because when he paid Daniel Jones, the real snake, want to tell a Giant fan to shut up, want to sit there and want to go to the Matt Miller Band concert rather than put the work in like a regular franchise quarterback that you paid him to be in the offseason. You see every quarterback in the offseason put in the work, and what did Daniel Jones do? Let's go to the Matt Miller Band concert and let's sing. Yeah, that's the real snake right there. The dude that you overpaid for. The dude that you put the money for a quarterback, a franchise guy to take you to the promised land and couldn't live up to it. But yeah, Saquon's a snake. Y'all treat him like trash, and you fans are some of them you crummy. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you wishing injuries on him, newsflash for you. Your quarterback is coming off an ACL injury and 2 back surgeries. I wouldn't talk about injuries, buddy. Don't talk about your injuries because we can bring up your quarterback. An ACL injury, 2 neck surgeries, and a back surgery, I believe. That's your quarterback legacy right there. An injury-prone walking freaking pick. He's 1 hit away from being paralyzed, if you want to be real. I don't wish nothing injury. I don't wish injuries on him at all. I don't do that. But I hate when people wish injuries on a player. Your quarterback is injury-prone. Your quarterback is injury-prone. Can't even play a full season. First time played a full season was probably what? 2022? Was it 2022? That was his first full season? Since then, he has not played a full season. But you went to what? Injury-prone? Really? Don't do that, Giant fans. Don't do that because I'll embarrass you. You don't want to talk about injuries with me. Your quarterback is injury-prone. Coming off a torn ACL, 2 neck surgeries, and a back fracture. But you want to talk about Saquon being injury-prone. You hoping he get hurt? Dude, I would hope your offensive line can keep your quarterback mobile because your quarterback might be hurt if your offensive line don't improve. You might not have a quarterback soon. You don't even have one yet. Stop it. Because when we talk about injuries, y'all want to call us the worst fans. But I see Giant fans say, well, I hope Saquon gets hurt. Why? Because you're mad because he went to a little team that actually going to use him properly? You're getting mad at the wrong people. Get mad at your damn GM. Don't talk about Eagle fans ever again being assholes. Because y'all are showing your true colors this year. And I love it. I love it. I love when we're not the bad guy. It looks like y'all the bad guy this year. That's cool. When we run you over with Saquon Barkley, you can say he's a snake still. Saquon Barkley didn't do nothing but gave your franchise as much as he could. He was your best weapon that you ever had, the best running back, and y'all didn't treat him right. Y'all should have locked that man up before you locked Daniel Jones up. That's just the truth. You should have paid him than Galladay. You should have paid him than some of these other players that you signed. You should have locked up your running back. Knowing that he would have been an important franchise for a guy like Malik Neighbors to have. I'm sorry, but that would have been a scary combo right there. Malik Neighbors to Saquon Barkley on that same team. And if you got that quarterback and offensive line right, now you're looking at maybe a playoff team. But what happened? The Giants do dumb things. They want to get mad. Get mad at your damn quarterback. Your quarterback has an ACL injury, coming off an ACL injury, and 2 back surgeries and a neck surgery. But you want to talk about my running back being injury prone? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because we can talk about injuries. I just don't do that because I don't see the point of that. Wishing another player to get hurt? Really? You that butthurt that Saquon went to the Eagles? You getting mad at the wrong person. Get mad at your damn GM. Joe Shane didn't want to pay Saquon. He paid Daniel Jones, who didn't show anything. Why would he want to be a Giant? Because he probably did want to be a Giant. Y'all didn't want to pay him. What do you mean, why would he say he want to be a Giant? What is he supposed to say? Man, fuck the Giants. What do you mean? What was he supposed to say? He was drafted by that team. I'm sure he wanted to be a Giant. Sometimes you just rethink things. He probably did want to be a Giant. But the Giants didn't want him. So he left. He went somewhere where they were going to treat him right. And probably his mind changed last year. His mind changed in the last 2 years. Because his prime years are coming up. And he knows that that Giants team wasn't winning anytime soon. They're probably not winning anytime soon then. Or down the road. What do you mean, why would he say he want to be a Giant? He probably did want to be a Giant. But again, he probably rethink things. He did what it was best for his family. He probably got sick and tired of losing in the playoffs. I don't blame him. Joe Shane was smart to pay too much money. Joe Shane was smart to pay him too. No, he was not smart to pay Daniel Jones. That's why you're in bankrupt. I'm sorry, that's why you're in cap hell right now. What do you mean he was smart to pay Daniel Jones? No, he wasn't. They should have franchise tagged Daniel Jones and let him walk. Matter of fact, they shouldn't have paid Daniel Jones at all. They should have let him walk and Joe draft a quarterback. Meant not. Okay, that makes sense. My fault. They should have let Daniel Jones walk. All right, that's my fault. I didn't read that right. I thought you said Joe Shane was smart to pay Daniel. I'm like, what? Hold up, man. Don't surprise we eat the Giants owner. Dude, the owner of the Giants is already saying Joe Shane's fired, and he don't even know it yet. If the owner was crying because Saquon left, if Saquon goes out there and embarrasses the Giants, not once, but twice, he's fired. You saw what A.J. Brown did to that Titans GM, and how quickly that franchise realized, oh shit, that GM got to go. He made the playoffs. He made the AFC Championship game, I believe. Or Divisional round. It takes one dumb move to get you fired. It takes one dumb move to get you fired. I've seen many GMs who have playoff wins but still get fired because they make one dumb move. For an instant, Chip Kelly made the playoffs that 1 year. Got fired because he released Deshaun Jackson and traded LaShawn McCoy. Despite making the playoffs before that. Because he had one bad year and he was making dumb moves. He got fired. Same with Robinson. Was fired for trading A.J. Brown. The dumbest move. Yeah, I don't know why you signed Allen Robinson, man. Dude, I would just let your young guys play, honestly. Are you worried about the slackers at the slightest? Who? The Packers? No. No. I'm not worried about them. Why would I be worried about them? I got a football team. I got an offensive line. I got the best running back in the NFL other than Christian McCaffrey. I got 2 elite receivers. One of them is going to be in the Hall of Fame. The other one has a chance to be in the Hall of Fame, definitely. 2 of them are going to probably be in the Hall of Fame soon. I got an MVP Hall of Fame quarterback in the making. Every year, despite people talk about he had a bad year this year. That's funny because his statistics last year in the pocket was way better than that in 2022. He's only going to get better. My quarterback has gotten better every year. Even last year wasn't the same. Was a little hurt, a little bit banged up, and still was putting big numbers on that board. Was still throwing from the pocket. He's shown every year he's improved. Why would I be scared? My quarterback can go toe-to-toe with any quarterback. I'm not scared as long as I have my quarterback Jalen Hurts as my, as Bird Game 31 said, Jalen freaking Hurts. Because I don't care what quarterback you put him against. My quarterback will always win. Or will at least try to win. My quarterback knows nothing but winning. Since he walked in the NFL, he's been nothing but winners. He's been nothing but a winner. Since college, he's been nothing but a winner. Got benched from Alabama, went to Oklahoma, almost went to the finals, beat out Carson Wentz, and took that starting job took that starting job by the horns. Went to the Super Bowl in his second full season. In his third season, almost made it back to the playoffs again. I'm sorry, back to another number one seed home field advantage. And, hopefully, you never know. We beat the Bucs. We could definitely go back to the Super Bowl with Jalen. It was possible. Oh, by the way, in his first full season as a rookie, having Jalen Reagor and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside still going to the wild card. Despite everything looking like it was going to be a tanking season. With a rookie Devontae Smith. With a bad defense. So why would I be worried? I think other teams should be worried about us. Because what we're going to do to them is not going to be TV for kids. What we're going to do to teams is we're going to put them on punishment. We're going to blow teams out this year. We might score 40 points this year on these teams, man. If I'm the Packers, I might be biting my nails a little bit. Because, yeah, you got running backs, so do we. We can match up on any team. That's what I'm saying, 15-2 this year. They talk about 13-4. This, what? Y'all scared? I'm not scared. Y'all could be scared. Go be scared in the corner. Go be scared behind you. Put your blankets over your head. I'm not scared. I'm not scared as long as I have Jalen Hurts as my quarterback. I'm not scared if I have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith on the same side. Because y'all should be scared of what we're going to do to y'all. I said pick your poison in 2022. I'm going to say it again. Pick your poison. How you want to lose this year? You want to get beat by the run or you want to get beat by the pass? And it might be the RPO might be coming back a little bit. Jalen Hurts does nothing but get better. He's going to continue to get better. He might have the best year of his career this year. He's going to have so many weapons, it's not even going to be funny. I don't know how you're going to stop this team. I really don't. If this offense coordinator knows what he's doing, and this defense coordinator knows what he's doing, and they're able to put these game plans together, and we're actually able to call defense and offense, this is a scary football team that you do not want to play. Jalen Hurts is on the rise and will keep on rising. Absolutely, he's a winner. He's a winner and a baller. And last year, he wasn't 100% healthy. And you saw that. Part of it was because of Brian Johnson. Dumbass Brian Johnson, a.k.a. the quarterback run guru. One read quarterback run guru, offense coordinator, was calling the plays. Now you got Kellen Moore, who's more experienced, can call a lot of motions, get these guys, uses every advantage to these receivers. Everything that he has, he's going to use the best ability of these players, man. He's going to get the best out of everyone. So if y'all talk about 13-4, y'all must be scared, because I'm not. 15-2 this year. It's not bold. It's not bold when I look at my team and I see nothing but stars. I see stars. I can't say for the other teams. I don't care what quarterback you have. You got to show me. You got to show me. Because I think we're that big dog that no one wants to see. What did my guy Bird Game 31 say? We that big dog. Y'all got to show us. We the big dog. Come and see us and test your dog mentality on us. Because we're going to fight back regardless. This team is not going to die like last year. This team is way different. My quarterback will actually be healthy this year. My quarterback will actually have a running back that he can rely on. My quarterback's going to have 2 receivers that are going to be growing with him for a long time. The chemistry is going to get better with AJ. It's going to get better with Devontae. This is a young football team, but still is a very good football team. They got brand new secondary. But guess what? This is why you go out and get Saquon Barkley. So your young guys, your young rooks can learn. They can take all the development in the world. You build your strength, and that was your offense. That's what we did. Howard Roseman goes out and gets Saquon Barkley. He goes out and gets Anais Smith. He goes out and gets more weapons for Hurts. Why is that? Because we know our secondary is going to be a little bit weakness. We know that. We know their young rookies going to have some growing pains. We know that. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we're going to score a lot of points. That way you can't keep up with us. And we're going to let our defense pin our ears back. And our front 4 get at you. That's what we're going to do. How you want to lose? I keep on saying how you want to lose. You want to lose in the passing game or the running game? Which one you want to lose this year? Because both might end up beating y'all. I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop our offense. I think our offense is going to be high flying. I think our offense is going to be too unstoppable. I think there's going to be a lot of Kellen Moore is going to, man, dude. I'm telling you right now, Kellen Moore is going to be better than Shane Steichen. I'm calling it right now. That man, man, I'm so excited, dude. Like, he is going to get the best out of every player. I mean, dude, just having Saquon Barkley on that football team, it's dangerous enough. If your defense corner, how the hell are you stopping this offense? You got to look at this offense. You got to hope that offense corner don't turn out to be good. Like, we better hope that Kellen Moore, they better hope Kellen Moore is what everybody's saying he is. And that is a guy that doesn't know how to get his best out of his players. But I truly believe Kellen Moore is going to have a chip on his shoulder. He's going to go out there. He's going to get the best out of each and every player. He's going to use every ounce of strength out of these players. And he's going to get the best out of every ounce of these players in general. Dallas Scott is going to get the best out of. A.J. Brown, Devontae, he's going to use these guys to their strength. Guys are going to run routes, proper routes. Not these routes that we saw last year where guys are just running 3 fucking routes every single time. No, we're actually going to see motion. We're going to see guys get to the ball and actually going to come back for the ball. You're not going to see guys wait for the ball. You're going to see guys actually going to want to run routes, real routes. Screens, slants, go routes, cross patterns. Jet sweeps. Kellen Moore is that offense corner that's going to do that. His playbook is going to be so long, you don't even know what's going to be called. It's not going to be like Brian Johnson where he got like 4 plays and that's it. He's going to have all these plays and it's going to be creative. We're going to actually see football offensive play calling. It's going to be beautiful, man. Commanders will be able to get better, but they are just rebuilding. Dude, they're going to be rebuilding. They're not winning more than 2 games this year. Next year, they'll be better. If they develop Jaden Daniels right, and they let him learn, and they don't try to push him, and they don't give up on him, they let him sit back and observe some things, and let him go through some growing pains, and they don't rush him, he'll be all right. I do think the Commanders have a quarterback. I do think the Commanders are going to win some games, but I don't think it's going to be many. Not this year. This is going to be the year Jaden Daniels is going to have to learn a new system, and he's going to have to gel with these coaches. And by next year, yes, I can see the Commanders getting better. Yes, I can see the Commanders having a quarterback if they have one. If Jaden Daniels is what everybody thinks he is, then we will see the Commanders down the road in the playoffs. But I think this is the year where the Eagles are going to just take it. I think it's going to be Eagles and the Cowboys for that division. I think the Cowboys are gonna be the one that we're gonna have to watch out for. Just because the Cowboys every year it's always the Eagles and the Cowboys. And that's just not going to change here. Because Dak Prescott, he's not good in the playoffs, but he's good in the regular season. And he's going to get them those wins. That's why I have him going 11-5 this year. 11-5 is going to be Eagles and the Cowboys for that division. And I think the Eagles are going to run away with it. I think the Eagles are going to win more games. Like 2022, the Eagles are going to win more games than the Cowboys. But I think the Cowboys are going to be in second place. I think the Giants are going to be in third, and I think the Commanders are going to be last. Kellen Moore's experience, and yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I'm saying 15-2 this year. I don't give a damn when nobody said 13-4. Stop it. We're not losing 4 games. I look at the schedule, and I'm not scared of nobody. Those quarterbacks, those 3 quarterbacks, Jordan Love, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, are one might be better than the other 2. Jordan Love can definitely give us a run for our money. That's the first game, right? So I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think any of those teams are going to really show their hand the first game. But, dude, like, the Eagles are going to go on. They're going to be 3-0. They're going to be 3-0. And then I think then we're going to lose to the Bucs, because again, it's just a sneaky team that we're going to be on a high horse 3-0. We're feeling good, and we're going to lose that one because it's in Tampa Bay. You go from the Dome to Tampa. The way they have it set up, I think we fall to that one. And then you go on a winning streak because you're going to have the Bengals. That's a win. I got the Browns. It's a win. And then, the Rams, that's the only one I have is losing that second game to. Because it's in L.A. It's 8:30 p.m. It's going to be West Coast. And you're going to be traveling. I think you have a home game. Wait, you have a home game. You have 2 away. Yeah, so there's 2 away games. Right? Yeah, so 8:30 is L.A. I think that's where they get us. That second game. But the rest I have is beating those teams. Yeah, I think it'll be close. I think it'll be like 21-17 or something like that. It'll be close. It'll be close. But the Falcons were blowing that team out. The Saints, I'm not worried about. We're going to beat the Saints. We're hiding talk about, well, we don't do good with the Saints. Yeah, because we didn't have a quarterback. Carson Wentz wasn't tough enough to go into that dome. Jalen Hurts is. I see y'all losing to the Bengals. You can see whatever you want. I see y'all going, like I said, I see you going 3-15 this year. Who cares what you see? I see nothing but else on your schedule. I see you don't have a quarterback. I see you really don't have an offensive line. You're hoping you do. Talk about losing the Bengals. We're not y'all. We do beat our teams. We beat our teams that y'all can't beat. We are not y'all. We beat 3-0. Who's 3-0? You? You ain't 3-0. You're not going to be 3-0 the first game. Stop it. You're losing to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins hasn't won a primetime game. He's not going to win a primetime game this year either. He's going to have to look over his shoulder. He's going to be looking over his shoulder, man. I think the Falcons are going to screw with Kirk Cousins big time. I think Kirk Cousins will have to look. It's going to be looking over his shoulder, man. Because if he has a bad game, those Falcon fans are going to want Michael Penix Jr. in. You know that. No, you're not going to be 3-0. You're not. You're not going to be 3-0. Stop. You're not going to be 3-0. You are not going to be 3-0, buddy. Have you seen your schedule? Where you think you're going to win those 3 games at? Not the first 3 games, you're not. You're losing to the Vikings. That's in Minnesota. That's an L. I think the second game is who? What's the second game? Don't you have the Bengals? Yeah, you're losing those 3 games. You're not beating the Vikings. You're not beating the Commanders, and you're definitely not beating the Browns. Have a seat. The Vikings are coming off. That's all right. They're going to beat y'all. I think it is. So it's a home game. The Vikings are gonna come over to MetLife and beat the dog shit out y'all. You're not beating the Vikings. I don't give a damn. The Vikings are coming to y'all. The Vikings are gonna beat y'all. The Vikings are gonna beat y'all. You were taking the L the first game. You're not beating the Browns. You're not beating the Commanders. Well, no. I'll take that back. See, yeah. No, I'll take that back. You might win 2 out of 1, because I do have y'all sweeping the Commanders. My fault. So yeah, you will win. No, wait, no, you will win one of those games, because you're not beating the Browns. That's in Cleveland, right? It's in Cleveland, or the Browns go to y'all. Anywhere you look, you're not winning that game. So you're going to start out 1-2. 1-2 for the Giants, right? Then you have the Cowboys. That's an L. Okay, so that's 1-3. Then you go to Seattle. That's an L. That's 1-4. Then you have Cincinnati come to the Giants. That's 1-5. Then you play the Eagles in Philadelphia. Is that MetLife? Yeah, that's 1-6. You go to the Steelers. That's 1-7. You beat Washington. After that, that's 2-7. You go to Carolina. That's where you win your 3rd game. You'll win that game. So you're 3. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're losing to Carolina. Then you win your bye week. Take that back. You're beating Carolina. They stink. Then you got Tampa Bay at home versus Giants. That's an L. So what is that? That's 3-8. 3-8. No, 4-8. 4-8. You got the Dallas Cowboys. They're sweeping y'all. So that's 5-8. No. That's 4-9. So you're 4. The Saints come to y'all. You're losing that game. So that's 4-10. You play the Baltimore Ravens at Baltimore, I think. No, at MetLife. Anyway you look at, you're losing that game. So that's 4-11. You go to Atlanta. You're losing that game. That's 4-12. You got the Colts coming to the Giants. You're losing that game. 4-13. And obviously you're losing to the Eagles. So that's, what is that? 4-14. So you're going 4-14 this year. Congratulations, you won one more game. I'll give you that. I had y'all losing to the Panthers, but I think you all beat them. We're not losing to Atlanta, bums. You're losing to Atlanta. Kirk Cousins is beating y'all. By then, you will probably be tanking. Because you might not even have to worry about that Falcons game. You'll be that bad. That's if you start winning those games. You're not winning those games. Those 3 games that you have, other than the first one, 2 of them are L's. You're losing to the Vikings and you're losing to the Browns. You're not beating the Dallas Cowboys. You're not beating us. Where do you think you're getting 3-0 from? You think you're beating the Browns? You're not beating the Browns. You're not beating the Browns. You're not beating us. You're not beating the Cowboys. Where do you think you're going to get those 3-0 from? We're beating the Browns. So you're not beating the Browns. The Browns are going to dismantle your offensive line. Garrett will own your offensive line. Daniel Jones is not beating Deshaun Watson and that Browns team. That Browns team is way better than you. Have a seat. You're not beating the Browns. You are not beating the Cleveland Browns. You're not. You don't have the receiving core to compete with that Browns team. You're not beating the Ravens. You're not beating the Saints. You're not beating the Bengals. Where do you think your 3-0 is coming from? You're going 4-4. Sorry, my fault. You're going 4-16. 4-15? Is it 4-15? I forget. Yeah, it was you. At least you won 4 games. The Vikings, the Commanders, the Browns. You have a seat. The Browns are beating y'all. The Vikings are beating y'all. The Commanders, you're sweeping. You're losing 2 out of 1 of those games. So yeah, you'll beat the Commanders. You'll lose to the Browns. You're not beating the Browns. You obviously don't remember who your team is. You got Daniel Jones as your quarterback. You got no running back in your offense. You're not beating the Browns. The Browns are a good football team. The Browns have a defense. You don't. You're hoping you do with Brian Burns, but you don't know what you have. The Browns have a defense. Myles Garrett, Ward, and all those guys, you have no receivers to stretch the field. Watch what he says. He's going to say Malik Neighbors. Watch. Give him a second. Give him a second. I'll wait because he's going to say that. Watch. He's going to say, we got Malik Neighbors. We're not losing to this team. You're losing to the Browns. You're losing to the Cowboys. You're losing to the Vikings week 1. Okay, if you don't lose to the Vikings, any other team you're losing to. You're not beating the Ravens. What team are you beating? The Commanders and the Vikings. Okay, you beat those teams. Okay, the Falcons. That's it. You're losing to the Browns. You're not beating the Cleveland Browns, Giant fans. NYG31, stop the cap. You're not beating the Browns. The Browns have a better defense than y'all. The Browns have a better offense than y'all. The Browns have a better receiving core than y'all. You don't even have a number 1 receiver. You're hoping Malik Neighbors is that guy. You got nobody to stretch that field, and you really don't have a quarterback to do that. Your quarterback is coming off a torn ACL. We're coming off our first year off an ACL injury from last year. You can say what you want. The truth is going to come soon. We're going to find out what the Giants all about. It's coming soon. We are a running back B committee. You're not a running back committee. Have a seat, dude. Dude, you signed freaking, Singletary. He's a bum. Have a seat, dude. Go have a seat, sir. He's a bum. We're a running back committee. When? You weren't a running back committee when you had Saquon Barkley. Have a seat. You're not a running back committee. Who told you that? No, you're not a running back committee. We are a running back committee. You're not a running back committee. We are a running back committee. You don't use more than 2 running backs. You use only 1 running back. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be running Saquon Barkley the way you did. Have a seat. Singletary is trash. He's not a good upgrade over Saquon. He's not even an upgrade at all. He's a backup. He said, no, you're not a running back committee. Dude, we had fucking Swift and Gainwell in the backfield. What are you talking about? That's a running back committee. How many running backs do we have on the roster right now? What are you talking about? We are a running back committee, dude. Literally, Swift and Gainwell were running backs last year. You saw us switching out running backs. What do you think a running back committee is? We are a running back committee. That's why we didn't pay a running back for a while. This was the first time we actually paid a running back. You do know that, right? You do know that, right? The last time we paid a running back was LaShawn McCoy and Brian Westbrook, I believe. Since then, we has not paid a running back yet. What is that? Is that a running back committee? I think it is. The Eagles are a running back committee. Not this year, maybe, because of Saquon Barkley, but we were a running back committee. Last year, we were a running back committee. You're going to use Saquon in the running back. I'm talking about last year, we were a running back committee, though. You said we're not a running back committee, and probably we are a running back committee. We're probably not going to use Saquon. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Saquon is not getting a lot of touches like he did with the Giants. We are going to make sure that dude is healthy down the stretch. You can best be sure, as much as I hate it, Gainwell at least will get some snaps. You can best be sure that Shipley will get some snaps. We're not just using one running back. We're not y'all. We don't need to use Saquon all the time. He will get his touches. But Saquon will not be getting all those touches for sure. We don't need him to do that. I'm telling you right now, Saquon is not getting all those touches. Like y'all did when you fed him the ball constantly. That's not happening in Philadelphia. We don't do that. We are a running back committee still. Just because we signed Saquon Barkley does not mean that we're not going to give touch to Shipley and guys like Gainwell. No, they're going to get touches too. Do I like Gainwell getting touches? Not really. But Saquon will not just be the bell cow. He's not always going to get the ball all the time. He's not going to be the only vocal point in that running back. Shipley, that we drafted from Clemson, he will get some touches. You can best for sure that that's going to happen. We just drafted a running back in the third round. He will get some of those touches that Saquon is getting. Saquon will definitely get a lot of touches, but he's not going to get what he was used to getting with the Giants. We don't need him to do that. We want him to be healthy down the road. So, yeah, we're a running back committee. You just said we were not a running back committee. That is a running back committee, though. You are not a running back committee, though. The Giants are not a running back committee. They run a running back committee. Singletary is not a running back, really. He's an average backup. He's not a number one running back. That's what I'm saying. You're not winning against the Browns. The Browns can run the ball. The Browns, I think, have a better quarterback, better defense, better secondary, 2 shutdown corners, other than Malik Neighbors, who you really have that stretch in the field. Who? Slayton? Come on, give me a break, man. Come on, stop. Jalen Hyatt? All right, you can say, yeah, all right. We're going to find out, man. It's going to be fun this year, man. Like I said, man, it's going to be fun this year. It's your boy, Juan, man. Hey, we're going to find out, man. Football is coming soon, dude. It's coming soon. It's coming soon, man. Appreciate everybody for watching. You're going to use Saquon in the running game. Absolutely, we're going to use Saquon in the running game, but he's not going to get all these touches that you think he is. He's going to get a majority of those touches, but you can best be sure Shipley is going to get some of those touches too. We are not just we're not just using one running back. It's going to be, we're going to switch those running backs out once in a while. Now, Saquon is going to at least get a lot of touches. He will. He will be the vocal point in the offense, no question about it. But he will not be the main guy that he was in the Giants, where we're feeding him constantly, where we're running him to the dirt. That's not going to happen. We're going to make sure he's rested, too. He's going to at least sit out for at least one play where another running back will get some snaps. Not like last year where Gainwell was taking over for the game. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he's going to get touches, but Shipley will get some touches. Gainwell will get some touches. We will feed a lot of running backs the ball. Kellen Moore will get the best out of these other running backs too. Slayton's fast though. He stinks. Stop. He sucks. He sucks. He's not good. Now you're gonna start and say Slayton. Slayton. He's number 3. He's not even a number 2. It is what it is. I'm out, man. Go Birds, man. Anyway, number one. We'll find out, man. I'm out. Go Birds.